Hello everyone, and welcome to House Lux Estate, the place where you learn the essential skills for a balanced and prosperous life. We're all about equipping you with the financial knowledge you need to thrive. One of our key focuses is personal budgeting, a tool that's crucial for financial stability and prosperity. Today, we'll be diving deep into how to create a personal budget that doesn't just work, but sticks. So, if you're ready to take control of your finances, stay tuned. Before we delve into creating a budget, it's essential to understand why budgeting matters. Picture your financial life as a ship. Without a budget, you're sailing blind, at the mercy of the wind and waves. But with a budget, you're the captain, steering your ship towards your destination. One of the most significant benefits of budgeting is gaining control over your finances. You dictate where your money goes instead of wondering where it went. It's about being proactive, not reactive. Budgeting also allows you to set and reach financial goals. Whether you're saving for a down payment on a house, planning a vacation, or preparing for retirement, a budget is the tool that can get you there. Furthermore, budgeting ensures financial stability. It helps you build an emergency fund, pay off debt, and avoid living paycheck to paycheck. A budget, in essence, is a roadmap to financial freedom. So let's pave the way. Creating a budget might seem daunting, but it's simpler than you think. Let's begin by understanding that budgeting is essentially organizing your money. It's about knowing what comes in, what goes out, and planning for both. And the first step to this is gathering your financial documents. Start by collecting all the documents that reflect your income and spending. This might include bank statements, pay stubs, utility bills, and credit card statements. You can think of these as the breadcrumbs that will lead you to a clearer picture of your financial health. Remember, the goal here isn't to judge or criticize your spending habits, but to understand them. Once you've collected your financial documents, it's time to track your income. This includes your salary, any freelance work, pensions, dividends, or any other source of regular income. Don't forget to include any side gigs or passive income sources. The aim is to get a comprehensive view of your total monthly income. Next, list your monthly expenses. These usually fall into two categories: fixed and variable. Fixed expenses are those that remain the same each month, like rent or mortgage payments, car payments, and insurance premiums. Variable expenses, on the other hand, fluctuate each month. These might include groceries, dining out, entertainment, and personal care. As you list your expenses, you might be surprised to find where your money is going. This is normal, and it's part of the process. It's also an opportunity to identify any areas where you might be able to cut back. At this point, you might be feeling a little overwhelmed, and that's okay. Remember, budgeting is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about taking control of your financial future, $1 at a time. With your financial documents at your fingertips, your income tracked, and your expenses listed, you're setting the foundation for a solid budget. Keep in mind that a budget is not a restriction. It's a tool that empowers you to make informed decisions about your money. Remember, the first step is often the hardest, but once you have your financial data, you're halfway there. Now that we have our financial data, it's time to categorize our expenses. This is a significant step in the process because it gives us a clear bird's-eye view of where our money is going. So, let's dive right in. Generally, we can break down our expenses into two main categories: fixed and variable costs. Fixed costs are those bills that remain the same month after month. Think along the lines of your rent or mortgage, car payments, insurance premiums, and subscriptions. They're predictable, consistent, and non-negotiable. On the other hand, variable costs fluctuate from month to month. These include expenses like groceries, dining out, entertainment, and personal care. The amount you spend on these categories can change based on your habits and lifestyle choices. And then we have a third category, which is often overlooked but incredibly important: savings and emergencies. This includes putting money aside for future goals, unexpected expenses, and your rainy day fund. It's not just about living for today, but also preparing for tomorrow. Now, why is categorizing expenses so crucial? Well, it allows you to see the bigger picture of your financial situation. It gives you a realistic view of your spending habits, and it paves the way for informed financial decision-making. You might find that a large chunk of your income is going towards dining out, or maybe your subscriptions are costing you more than you realized. By categorizing your expenses, you can identify these areas and make necessary adjustments. Additionally, it's important to know that there's no one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to categorizing expenses. What works for your friend or neighbor might not work for you. Your budget should reflect your unique financial reality, and that starts with understanding where your money is going. By categorizing your expenses, you're setting the stage for a budget that reflects your financial reality. It's about taking control of your finances, making informed decisions, and ultimately creating a budget that works for you. So go ahead, take that step and start categorizing your expenses today. With your expenses categorized, you can now set your budget goals. Now this is where the magic happens. It's time to use that data you've gathered and channel it into something powerful, your budget goals. Let's start by understanding what budget goals are. They're the financial milestones you want to reach. Maybe it's paying off a credit card, saving for a dream vacation, or building an emergency fund. Your budget goals are unique to you and your financial journey. Now, why are these budget goals important? Well, they give your budget a purpose. They provide a clear, tangible objective for your money, making it easier to resist unnecessary spending. They're your financial roadmap, guiding you towards your desired financial destination. Setting realistic and achievable budget goals is essential. If your goals are too ambitious, you might get frustrated and give up. On the other hand, if they're too easy, you won't make significant progress. The key is to find a balance. Your goals should be challenging yet achievable. Here's how to set these goals. First, take a look at the data you've gathered from categorizing your expenses. This will give you a clear picture of where your money is currently going. Then, decide where you want your money to go instead. For example, if you're spending a lot on dining out and you want to save for a vacation, you might set a goal to reduce your dining out expenses by 25%. Or if you have high credit card debt, you might aim to pay off a specific amount each month. Remember to set both short-term and long-term goals. Short-term goals are those you aim to achieve within the next year, while long-term goals might take several years to reach. Having both types of goals will keep you motivated and focused on your financial journey. And finally, make sure to regularly review and adjust your goals. Life changes, and so should your budget goals. Regular reviews ensure your goals are always aligned with your current situation and future ambitions. Budget goals give you a clear destination. Remember, a budget without a plan is just a wish. So, let's turn those wishes into plans, and those plans into achievements. Creating a budget is only half the battle. The real challenge is sticking to it. So, how do we navigate this hurdle? Here are a few tips that might help. Firstly, regular reviews. Just like you'd check your car's oil every few months, you need to do the same with your budget. Take some time each month to look over your spending habits. Are you overspending in any category? Do you have some extra cash that you could allocate towards your savings? A regular review will help you see where you stand and what adjustments you need to make. Speaking of adjustments, that's our second tip. Your budget isn't set in stone. Life happens, and sometimes you need to make changes. Perhaps your income has changed, or you've had an unexpected expense. Adjust your budget as necessary to reflect your current situation. It's okay to make changes. In fact, it's necessary. Lastly, celebrate small victories. Did you stick to your grocery budget this month? Great! Reward yourself with a small treat. Did you manage to save a little extra? Fantastic! Maybe put a bit of that towards something you've been wanting. Celebrating your success, no matter how small, will motivate you to keep going and stick to your budget. Sticking to your budget requires discipline and commitment, but the rewards are well worth the effort. Well, that's a wrap on how to create a personal budget that works and sticks. We've journeyed through the importance of budgeting, starting with understanding why it's crucial for your financial health. We delved into the initial steps of gathering your financial data and breaking it down into understandable chunks. Next, we tackled the task of categorizing your expenses, separating the needs from the wants, and allocating funds accordingly. Setting budget goals was our next stop, where we learned the importance of having clear, measurable targets to aim for. Finally, we touched on the most challenging part, sticking to your budget. We discussed strategies to stay on track, like regular check-ins and adjustments as needed. Remember, a budget is a living, breathing entity that should adapt with your life and financial situation. Thank you for tuning into House Lux Estate. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical financial advice. Until next time, stay financially savvy.